Hello and a very warm welcome to our channel, T Videos. We give you body language of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle in last engagement. Harry tension was palpable out and Meghan was ignored by royals. Life was not like a dream. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry were today reunited with Prince William and Kate for the first time in 4 months, in what one body language expert described as not exactly the warm reunion we were hoping for. The Sussexes and Cambridges came together, at the Queen's Commonwealth service in Westminster Abbey, for the first time since they paid their respects at a Remembrance Day service in November. It is also the last time they will all be together before Harry and Meghan bow out of royal duties and embrace their new life in North America. Meghan was seen to mouth high and give a small wave to William and Kate, followed by a hello, as the Cambridges took their seat in the high altar in the row in front of the Sussexes. Harry also said hello and smiled at his brother, who seemed to ignore him. But according to body language expert Judy James, Harry's tension was palpable as William seemingly failed to greet his brother. And Meghan was ignored by others royal. Tense Harry displayed self-comforting gestures. "It wasn't the warm reunion that we were all hoping for," said Ms. James. The tension in Harry's body language especially was palpable. When Harry arrived, the minute he and Meghan had to drop hands, he immediately reached for his wedding ring, which is a self-comfort. Even when she was beside him after they had stopped holding hands, he was missing her, needing her support. She added, as Harry walked up the aisle, they both waved at the children, but his face otherwise was quite tense and unsmiling. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex had walked in ahead of Prince William and Kate Middleton before Prince Charles and Camilla also arrived, and the Queen then made an entrance to trumpet fanfare and cheers from crowds outside. Ms. James claims the siblings appeared awkward, with William seemingly failing to greet his younger brother. While Prince Edward partly rose to greet the Cambridges, Sophie and the Sussexes remained seated. Harry and Meghan looked a lot more genuinely cheerful, and Harry especially, threw a really affectionate smile at Kate, Ms. James told PA News Agency. As they took their seats, Harry threw Kate an open-mouthed smile and hello of what looked like genuine pleasure, and Meghan raised her brows and smiled in an equally friendly ritual. But when it was William, you could see Harry was slightly more rigid and his lips were closed. But Meghan and Harry were surprised by William and Kate's ignorance. It can be said that Harry seems to realize this and he adds even more tension. As for Sophie and Edward, too, they tried to talk to Wills and Kate rather than taking care of their neighbors. And a fan comment this body language, "I bet they're all happy that this farce is over. William and Kate will probably miss Harry but not Meghan. She always has her Hollywood smile on. It doesn't matter if she's happy or not, as soon as she sees cameras, she's going full acting." And one agreed Mary Gemini, to the point that she has grinned inanely throughout the service today. She only seems to be able to turn it off in a car when she thinks no one is looking. I would imagine it's hard for William and Kate to play along with Meghan's public facade whilst so much spitefulness has happened since her arrival into the family. Another reply, "Oh dear, that first photo shows a group of people who have reached the end of being able to pretend any further. Harry looks furious and Meghan deflated. The others look fed up while William is letting out what looks like a puff of relief that it's all over. Catherine is probably not smiling because she got a knife as a gift from Meghan at Christmas." It was reported by the same journalist who called Meghan 5 clicks away from trailer trash. One added, "The Times is tweeting that the envious one in green threw a temper tantrum because Kate and William were supposed to be walking with the Queen. Megalomaniac didn't want to play second fiddle." Kate William was gracious when the Queen asked them to pander to Harry and Meghan's egos and take their seats without the procession. But another thinks, they milked his family while siphoning the royals like an eBay shop, had his wife in tears, upset the children, dumped theirs in another country to stop the Queen seeing Archie. She's caused endless disgrace and deliberate stress. The Queen is tired, so Meghan irritates Camilla and William by timing releases and visits. Truth is, I will always love Harry. The anger is a manifestation of hurt and betrayal. Harry and Meghan tried taking the limelight, drained William and the Queen with their drama. Remember, they've cleaned up after him decades. So William may well be upset over his grandmother, he's the one left caring for her. Note he's not into public rows like these? I've never been so proud of William in all my life. My quiet shy boy I missed often for the demanding one, turned into the best future king the first could ask for, his wife being perfect for the role. I genuinely love him. He's done this country proud." And one fan replied to him, "I note again that the tension appears to be between Harry and William rather than Meghan. She gets a nod, Harry sort of does as William turns simultaneously. Harry just got scarved. It was awkward, it must be horrible for all concerned, at least they all showed face. I am gutted this has parted the brothers. I wonder how things would have panned out had Diana still been about. Time, people need time to adjust, here's hoping things go quiet for a while as each settle into their new paths in life." Besides that, nickname Mandy says, "Nobody else questioning why the tensions were so high today? It's odd because the brothers were meeting up prior to Harry leaving. Katie also looks unusually somber. I am questioning what agreed between Harry and the Queen. She was alone with him for a private meeting, what was said in that meeting?" Back to the body language expert, once William and Kate had driven away, Ms. James said we saw a different Harry altogether. With the other royals gone, Harry and Meghan became an animated, tactile double act again, with Harry chatting to Craig David as though he was an old friend and Meghan even leaning forward to touch Anthony Joshua on the arm to congratulate him for his speech, she claimed. Harry suddenly looked like a man reluctant to leave a party, throwing a thumbs-up gesture to Joshua over his shoulder while Meghan touched Harry's arm in what looked like a gesture of affection and steering. Laughing and joking with the people outside, Harry's relief looked so tangible that his sudden eyes to heaven and raised hands looked awfully like a signal of thanks. He became animated and far more relaxed, and holding Meghan's hand again he looked like a man who felt he's got the most difficult moments over and who could now return to being just Harry again with his wife and son. And a fan thinks, it could be that William and Kate know she is behind some of the comments about them online. People either do it on her behalf or she does it herself. If people here are observant, they would notice there are comments which reveal behind-the-scenes information about what goes on in the royal family. Just like there were comments before their wedding which revealed private information only Meg and her mum would know. Before today I knew Edward supported Harry and Meghan and he feels whatever they do is no one's business. I also know that the story of H&M thinking the other royal family is jealous of them is true because she doesn't like any of them, especially William and Kate. Just be observant when reading some of these comments, they are made by Meg and her team, not just fans. Her smiles and choice to suddenly wear cheap jewelry and UK designers is an act to manipulate the public. And the second wrote, Kate and William are a class act. Meghan and Harry, not at all. Kate's finally got her own back. Those earrings are part of a gorgeous set she wore immediately after her wedding and she said they were a gift from a friend. I've always wondered if that friend was H because that was a significant gift and he's rich. Looks like it was him, and the actress will notice. Checkmate, Kate. Meanwhile, the third thinks, I remember reading that William and Kate suggested to Harry to take it slow with Meghan, but he didn't and got engaged, married, had a kid, and lo and behold this mess. Bluegirl, it's going to be far worse in the US. We don't have the same controls over the paps that they have in the UK. If Harry thinks they were hounded there, and they really weren't, he ain't seen nothing yet. His wife, on the other hand, will love it, the constant attention. A fan replied to him, respect does not imply, nor require, phony friendliness, especially when it would be false and without reciprocal merit in true friendship and trust. All of the parties' attendings did, indeed, show respect for one another. However, Harry and Meghan do suffer from distorted perceptions, grandiose attitudes, unrealistic expectations, immaturity in middle age, paranoia, self-centeredness, and delusions, discerned from their own statements and interviews. And the last one wrote, the Duchess of Cambridge is 100% natural and also fairly thin, which tends to make her look older. However, her beauty shines through from the inside, reflected in her genuine kind nature, whereas your Meghan with her fake hair, rhinoplasty, Botox and fillers and veneers is short and stout. Stout people often look younger until they hit their mid-40s. Also, Meghan is a selfish person on the inside and this detracts from her plastic-made beauty. And the last reply for this comment, Kate's finally got her own back. Those earrings are part of a gorgeous set she wore immediately after her wedding and she said they were a gift from a friend. I've always wondered if that friend was Harry because that was a significant gift and he's rich. Looks like it was him, and the actress will notice. Checkmate, Kate. And you? What do you think about their body language? Please comment for me below and we discuss them. Remember to like and share my video for everyone if you see it is useful, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel to get more news from me and the royal family. Now, goodbye and see you in the next videos.